How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxer Live here with Nauta to watch this IBF Flyweight Championship bout with Amnat Ruenroeng versus John Casimero. Nauta, give the people a little background onto the fight, coming into the fight, because there's some controversy coming to the fight, and I want you to put it out there. Go on now.
Yeah, Amnat Ruenroeng of Thailand, the champion coming into this fight versus his #1 mandatory contender, Casimero. Both of them actually initially missed weight at the Great Wall of China weigh-in right there in Beijing. And they initially, Amnat Ruenroeng weighed in over 117 pounds, whereas Casimero weighed in a little bit over 113. They took the 2 hours in order to see if they could both make 112, the flyweight division limit. But Ruenroeng was only able to get down to 116, and Casimero only was able to get down to 113 flat. So at first, the IBF was going to have this fight be for the #3 position at super flyweight and vacate the IBF flyweight title altogether. But supposedly, after a couple more hours, they did a second weigh-in at the hotel where they were both staying, and supposedly they both made 112 pounds, although there's a lot of reports that contradict that whole thing. But incidentally, regardless of whether they made weight or not, this fight happened to be for the IBF flyweight title.
Absolutely, and this is a rematch, right, Nauta?
Yes, this is a rematch of a very contested fight that was held almost a year ago, about 11 months ago, where Amnat Ruenroeng got away with a lot of holding, slamming, throwing of Casimero in a fight that was held in Thailand. Casimero's team very much objected to the fight and the result, and so they managed to get an immediate mandated rematch. And here they are in Beijing, China, neutral territory.
Yeah.
Meaning that John Riel is from the Philippines and Amnat Ruenroeng is from Thailand.
Oh, cool, man. So, and Amnat Ruenroeng coming to this fight with an undefeated record, coming into the fight with 17 wins with 5 KOs. And I tell you what, yeah, he's got some good names in his record. But anyway, we're going to get into it, yeah, because without further ado, so we're going to start with Jimmy Lennon Jr. doing the introductions. And after that, then me and Nauta is going to jump in. All right? Catch you in a second, guys. All right, so Jimmy Lennon Jr. doing the master ceremony. He's going to introduce the fighters.
We go with the main event of the evening.
จิมมี่ เลนนอน จูเนียร์ นะครับ บอกว่านี่เป็นคู่เอกของรายการป้องกันแชมป์รุ่น flyweight ของ IBF
by the International Boxing Federation. The president, Daryl Peoples, supervisor for this bout is
ประ
Lindsay
ธานของ
Introducing our three
IBF
judges
ก็เดิน
scoring
ทาง
out
มา
on the ringside.
ร่วมชมด้วยนะครับ เพราะว่าจะมีการประชุมใหญ่ครั้งที่ 33 ของ IBF ที่ปักกิ่งนะครับ
And also from the United States, Steve Weisfeld. Our third man of the ring, the referee in charge, Tony Weeks.
บนเวทีครับโทนี่วิกส์ข้างล่างนั้นซูเปอร์ไวเซอร์หรือว่าสัญญาพยานเป็นสตีฟไวส์เฟลด์นะครับ
โทนี่วิกจากลาสเวกัสเนวาดานะครับอายุ60 ปีนะครับกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดบนเวที
นี่ครับคาซิเมโร่สูง163 เซนติเมตรกับ112 ปอนด์อายุผิดนะครับเมื่อสักครู่ขึ้นมาอายุ36ไม่ใช่นะครับอายุ26 ปีจากเซบูฟิลิปปินส์สถิติของคาซิเมโร่ชนะ21น็อก13นะครับแม่บอกไม่มีน็อกนะครับแพ้3กราฟิกจากเมืองจีนนะครับ
From Cebu City in the Philippines, please welcome the former IBF flyweight champion of the world,
อดีตแชมป์โลกรุ่นไลท์ไฟเวทนะครับจอห์นเรียลคาซิเมโร่นี่เป็นการชิงแชมป์รุ่นนี้ครั้งที่3นะครับครั้งแรกแพ้นักมวยแอฟริกาใต้ครั้งที่2แพ้อำนาจและในครั้งที่3เจอกับอำนาจอีกครั้งหนึ่งมุดฝั่งอำนาจครับคุณพิเชษครับ
สูง164 เซนติเมตรนะครับอายุ36 ปีครับถูกต้องครับ17 ครั้งชนะรวดนะครับเป็นการน็อก5 ครั้ง
ไม่เคยแพ้ใครนะครับเป็นเจ้าของตำแหน่งแชมป์เป็นโลก
All right, now so we ready to go, man. So they've done the introductions. So now, what you're taking, the way they look ready to go. Tony Weeks over from the States, the referee, and they're coming head to head. So Jimmy on the injunction. So this should be easy. This should be a good fight. He looks. This looks like gonna be a little cracking fight, isn't it, Nato?
Yeah, man. John-Real Casimiro's going into this fight for clear revenge. He's got revenge on his mind. Amnat Ruenroeng is looking to make sure that the first fight was not a fluke, that he won it clearly and cleanly. And he's going to look to try to outbox Casimero once more in this fight, as he did in the first.
Absolutely. There's the rules. Done on the ages. They're both the same. They're both basically the same age. I tell you, Amnat Ruenroeng, he's a very slick boxer. Likes to work off his jab. But recently come in some dirty fights. But we see how this fight pan off. Round 1, starting for this IBF Flyweight Championship. And the center of the ring is a Casimero. Read the action now, Tom.
Yeah, Casimero's stalking Amnat Ruenroeng right now. Amnat's throwing out his jab. Casimero's jabbing in return. Amnat's looking to counter over the jab with the right hand. Amnat is a very good jabber, works very well off the jab, and throws a clean overhand right over the opponent's jab very well, and he'll tend to smother his opponents as soon as he fires off a shot and lands in order to do a clinch and to avoid his opponent from getting any forward momentum with their shots, as he does right there.
Yeah, and I tell you, Amnat Ruenroeng likes to work with a jab. That's a nice right hand by Ruenroeng, and this is what he probably wants, man. He's on the front foot, very good boxer. He likes to work the jab up and down. Look, some good counter punches, light hand. Not really a big puncher, but he likes to just work off the jab. He done a really good job against Zhao Ximin, against him as well. He done a really excellent, good, show some really box skills. I think that's probably his best fight so far in it for a while.
Yeah, that fight as well as the Kazuto Ioka fight, he showed excellent skills in both of those fights with working off the jab and keeping his opponent
yeah, boy.
Good counter right hand right there from Amnat.
That's what it's about.
Showing that you have to respect his timing, because in spite of the fact that Amnat struggled to make weight, he's looking pretty sharp here early on.
Absolutely, man. He's looking alright, boy. Camero's he's landing the right hand. Here comes the wrestling. And he's down on the floor again. This is what we're talking about here, man.
Yeah, Amnat, anytime he gets hit, he's looking to show the other man who's boss, regardless of if it's a legal technique or illegal.
What do you think he learned them things? Do you reckon he learned them things from Thai boxing or stuff like that?
Yeah, he's done Muay Thai kickboxing in the past, so probably a little bit of that in his repertoire.
Yeah, I see him trying to put his foot behind it, Casimero, trying to trip him.
A lot of boxers in Thailand, train in both sports, so they have a very wide variety of skills that they could use, even if they're not legal in boxing.
Yeah. Under a minute left in this round 1. Who you got winning so far?
Yeah, Amnat's winning so far. He's landing the cleaner punches. Casimero's looking to load up on something big to get respect from Amnat, but he hasn't quite got the timing down yet. Amnat's still a little bit too sharp defensively.
Yeah, he's looking
good jab to the body.
Yeah, absolutely, man. He's looking good, and I got to give the champion this round here. Tony Weeks in the referee. Oh, good counter right hand. Right, and Ruenroeng looking alright, and then look, I tell you what, he's probably frustrated Casimero from the last fight. Oh, another good counter right hand. We're under 10 seconds left in round 1. And there's the tap on the apron right there. Good body shot.
Good body shot.
Yeah. He digged that one in. And Ruenroeng didn't like that one. But I've got to give him the round, and that's round 1 in the books. Mike Tyson's on hand, by the way, fight fans.
Both Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Right Tyson and ringside. How come Right Tyson are ringside now?
Mike Tyson and Roy Jones are ringside because this is a part of the IBF annual convention. So these title fights here are a part of the IBF convention. They had Mike Tyson and Roy Jones there to enjoy the festivities and to basically just be a part of the whole IBF convention that they have every year. Cool,
man. So it's a good event. So these guys here fighting for the championship, and you just heard why celebrities are there on hand. And I tell you what, man, the Filipino fighter, boy, but it's fighting in China. It's pretty good. There's neutral ground for both of them anyway. So there could be no complaints about any bias and stuff like that. Tony Weeks is the referee. He's from America. So fair play, I guess that's fair thing. The judges as well.
Yeah, Tony Weeks gave a stern warning to Amnat for that little bit of a push down that he had in the last round. So that's something that he hasn't been able to get away with thus far in this fight.
Yeah. I mean, some of these fights, to be honest with you, they could have been thrown out. But this fight here looks quite clean, and that Ruenroeng hasn't really dictated like he normally does. And when he fighting Kazuka Ioka, man, he absolutely dominated that fight, man. He looked marvelous, and that's the sort of boxing skills he's shown. I don't know who notable names on Casemaro's record. Who's you got? Casimero. Who's he fought apart from that Ruenroeng on his record, on his resume?
Casimero has a couple of good names on there. He has two of his losses were to former champions Maruti and Talane of South Africa and Ramon Girales Garcia of Mexico. Two very good fighters. But he also has wins over former champions Pedro Guevara of Mexico and Luis Lazarte of Argentina. And Luis Lazarte is another fighter who was notorious for being a very, very dirty fighter. A guy that fouled you in all kinds of ways, even beyond what Amnat does. So Casimero has a lot of experience with fighters who decide to use illegal tactics here and there.
Okay, who did he win his championship, Casimero? Who did he win his title from?
Well, Casimero is a former champion. He won it against the man I just mentioned, Luis Lazarte. It was the light flyweight title that he previously held, but he eventually gave that up in order to move up in weight since he could no longer make 108, and he fought Ruenroeng. And of course, he lost that first fight. But he's doing real good here.
Yeah, absolutely. But I tell you what, and this is the thing uncharacteristic from Ruenroeng. He's kidology. He's coming back and he's standing toe to toe, which he normally doesn't do.
See, I'm not as getting a little bit angry. He's taunting him, he's counter punching him, he's getting a little bit upset at this guy coming in here trying to take his belt.
Yeah. And normally he just go boxes and just stays on his back foot and just moves around, but for some reason he wants to stand toe to toe, and that's not really him. You see, look at that, how he's ducking behind. These are little things he does, like to frustrate his opponent. And that's round 2 in the book. I'm gonna give it to Casimero. I'll get to Casimero. Who you give that round to?
Yeah, I think Casimero managed to steal it right there in the last minute. He managed to pin Amnat up against the ropes, land some good body shots. Very close round though. Because Amnat controlled the first couple of minutes.
Yeah. And you can go over way for the fight fans listening. EJ Boxer Live here with Nauta here in Beijing, China. Current IBF Flyweight Championship. Tony Weeks is the third man in the ring, and this fight is heating up right now here in round 3 IBF Championship. I tell you what, then, Ruenroeng knows his boy. He better focus, and this ain't gonna be like the first fight where he was in cruise control. I think this fight's actually personal. The two of them act like they don't like each other. You know what I mean? There's some venom in this fight here, and that Ruenroeng's trying to prove anything, which is not really customized as him. Look at that, headlocks in there. Tony Weeks comes to the break.
Yeah, very much so. There's a lot of bad blood between these two that's been simmering for over a year now.
Yeah, because obviously he probably feel like he was hard done by on the decision, and he's looking to vent it. And Casimero not really throwing that many punches. It's like he's just waiting for certain punches right now. It's just loading up.
He's getting picked off by the jab right now.
Yeah, not right.
Controlling the center of the ring, showing his ring generalship.
He's trying to cower him. He's trying to cower Ruenroeng over. Ruenroeng's got longer reach. He's got to reach in a bit closer if he wants to do that. Ruenroeng, beautiful left right
nice
there.
Left hook.
Yeah. And Ruenroeng's still dictating the pace with the jabs. The little jabs to the stomach like Mayweather does. Listen, people don't think what it does, it brings your hands down so you can set up your headshots. So
yeah, it does that, and it also keeps fighters at bay. It keeps them at distance, which is right where Amnat wants them to be.
Yeah.
So you just pick them off from long distance.
Well, most people call it a rangefinder, where you can steady. But listen, after a couple of them punches, jab to the stomach, hey, it might knock the wind out of you later on. I mean, if you take the air out of the tires, then eventually the car becomes flat, and then you could just start bombing off.
It becomes a lot more difficult to get on the inside, where Casimero is looking to do his best work.
Ruenroeng keeps jumping in with his punches as he's trying to jump in to land his hooks, and Casimero is trying to time him. Ruenroeng better wind up for that, as he keeps jabbing. I mean, if he just keeps boxing and letting the fight come to him, it's fine. But it's them jumping, leaping punches. Casimero's trying to time him. Look at it, there you go. He's trying to time him with that.
Ooh.
And he throws him down to the ring underneath the bottom of the ring.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get in his head. He's really trying to get in his head. Tony Weeks warns on that a second time. He may wind up getting points deducted if he keeps that up.
Absolutely, man. The fans on hand, everyone's focused in this fight, and this fight's got big stake. The repercussion of this fight, a Chocolatito fight. You got a Strala fight on the wing. So you know, Nat Ruenroeng wants to secure his belt. He's got.
There's also potential rematches with Zhou Shiming and Kazuto Yoka possibly out there in the future, and then there's also some good up-and-comers like our boy Nawapan Pochomchai.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know about that kid right there. That's the one right there. Everyone's looking at, bro. that's the danger, man. Everyone's looking at the division. That's round 3 in the books. Who do you give that round to, Nato?
I think Amnat took that round. Cleaner boxing, good jabs, good left hooks. Yeah. Managed to keep Casimero at range where he wanted to be.
I have to agree with that, man. The fight fans listening, you put your scorecards in the comment section. Tell me how you got it. I have to give it as well. I got 2-1 to Net Ruenroeng. John Casimero, he's gonna have to do a bit more than this there, and he's actually picking up the pace. Oh, clash of heads right there. Tony Weeks, they won. Now Ram puts his hand out, and then the battle resumes, and that's the sort of thing will happen. You know, as I say, like a Net Ruenroeng as he jumps in. Here in Beijing, China, IBF Flyweight Championship. Nat Ruenroeng trying to defend.
Ducking under. Good overhand rights from Amnat. Oh, and he body.
See, you know what that's called? That's called a rock bottom. That's what that's called right there. That's a rock bottom by the Rock. And his laces he's messed up his laces right there.
His laces have come untied from the body slam.
Yeah. Or you can call it the bookend.
See, I'm not here. He'll do some little tricky stuff here and there, man. Yeah. Even though he was missing a couple of those shots, and see Tony Weeks is giving him another hard warning.
Yeah.
Probably one more warning, and he'll get a point deducted if he does it again.
Yeah. Or you can call it the bookend, whatever you want to call it. That move, yeah, that's a WWE move right there. Net Ruenroeng. He slapped into he's like Casimero to the ground. And hey, the battle continues here in round 4. And a good left uppercut to the body for Net Ruenroeng. And look, him behind the back of the head. And that's what Net Ruenroeng, he don't mind that stuff.
Retaliate. Yeah, see, Casimero retaliates and Weeks warns them both now. Good jab to the body from Amnat, trying to get the positioning back.
Yeah. We fights loose. Oh no! Oh!
Big left hook from Casimero.
And he caught him. And he looks hurt. Oh, he looks really hurt. And he's got up. Surprisingly up and all four up. I can't believe it. That was a devastating. And you see as he dumped in, and the Casimero
still looks hurt.
Read the action now. Read it up. And he's going in for the kill.
Oh man.
And Tony Weeks
going in hard right now. I'm not throwing hard back.
He caught another right.
Oh, big right hand.
And the fight has changed, and he's trying for the biggest and the big 10-8. And look, he's trying to time. And Net Ruenroeng's serious. I've never seen him hurt like that. I've seen him going down to a Williams Raw, but this one here, he looks really hurt. Really hurt. His legs.
Amnat's very hurt, but he's throwing back. He's throwing back with bad intentions.
Yeah.
Nice overhand.
And he's trying to trip him. And he's trying to trip him. He's trying to trip him with his leg. I saw that at Net Ruenroeng.
Yeah.
It looks like
he survived.
Oh, I tell you what, man, and he's after him. And the Filipinos trying to take out a year of frustration or after what happened in Thailand, and he's taking out Net Ruenroeng.
Good right to the body.
And he's definitely Casimero is not trying to be hold on, and he won't be denied. And a good body shot, he's down again.
To the body.
Whoa! And the champion is down.
Up out of his seat.
And he don't look like he's gonna get up. Is he gonna get up? No, the fight's been waved off by Tony Weeks. And we have a new IBF Flyweight Champion of the world. And what a shocker, upset of the year, going on along with Uchiyama getting beat by what's his name? Joe Corrales. Oh my days, boy. Here in Beijing, China, EJ Boxing Live with Nauta, and we've just witnessed one of the biggest upsets in the flyweight division. Nauta, call the action and tell me what you saw.
Yeah, man, this is the biggest upset I've seen since Sonny Boy Haro defeated Pongsaklek Wanyangkam a few years ago. Huge upset. You think one guy's the technical boxer, but a man just comes in with a plan to demolish and destroy him. And in spite of the fact that he was being outboxed, Casimero never gave up and kept throwing with bad intentions and managed to catch him. Here's the replay.
Oh, look at that!
And a traded hook.
Counter left hook.
Amnat's was blocked, but Casimero's landed flush on the chin. And then finally, the left hook to the body. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, perfectly placed. Right to his liver. You see Casimero showing out after he drops him, showing that bad blood between them, and he's happy.
And look how he's smiling. Look how he's smiling in his face.
Yeah. That's that look of venom right there.
Oh my days, bro. And he's still down. Call the medics. Call the ambulance.
Yeah.
Is he getting up?
Just a perfectly placed body shot. You know, those are the type of shots that knock the wind out of you and they just keep you from being able to
there's the bad luck. There's the bad luck. There's the respect at the end of the day. Hey, what we saying? Amnat Ruenroeng number 3, and there's his Amnat Ruenroeng's wife from Thailand, and then that's his son. I think the son's crying as well. He looks really upset.
Yeah, the son's very upset.
Yeah. And I'm thinking they'll probably fight again. He'll probably be number 3 actually.
Yeah, there could be a potential rubber match.
Oh, he's leaving the ring. He's leaving the ring. Oh, everyone from Thailand's upset. Come on now, you got to let at least. Oh, everyone's doomed. And then we have a new Tony Reeks is just there. I think Jimmy Nunes is probably gonna do. Look at his son's crying. His son's really upset, isn't it? He's dear now. Look at that. Oh dear. He's crying on, bro. Oh dear. Oh, that's you know, that's his dad. He's you know, I shouldn't laugh like that. Yeah, that. Here we go. Let me hear the master ceremony, Jimmy. No, you know.
He is the winner by way of knockout and the new
แชมป์คนใหม่ครับแชมป์โลก IBF รุ่น flyweight คนใหม่จอห์นเรียวคาซิเมโร
Alright, man, there is, and hey, well deserved as well. Now, Todd, so what's next for this? What's next for this new champion? Where's he go? Sky's the limit.
There's a lot of different possibilities for Casimero. The flyweight and the super flyweight divisions are both heating up. A lot more money there than there used to be. You have Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez possibly moving up to fight Carlos Cuadra soon. You have Juan Francisco Estrada possibly moving up to 115 to fight one of the champions. You have Kazuto Yoka at 112, Zhou Shiming at 112 looking to win a title once more after failing to against Amnat. And then you also have the likes of Nawapanpor Chokchai and Williams Arroyo out there looking to get title shots. You know, a lot of danger, a lot of money, and I mean a lot of big opportunities for Casimero. I think he could capitalize on any number of them, whether it's at flyweight or super flyweight.
And with this title, he becomes is it two-weight champion or 2 times champion in this division?
Yeah, two-weight champion. He was a champion at 108 pounds previously, and now he's won at 112.
For the people listening, 108 pound, what would that be? Was that a straw weight?
Light flyweight.
Light flyweight. There you go. Light flyweight, man. I tell you, man. With boxing, you never know, man. You watch it to find out. Even if like when we were watching this fight, yeah, like the favorite. Like Amnat Ruenroeng was probably a routine defense. He already beat. I don't think no one on the thing could call that action to ever think that would have actually happened. No one, man. And that's a complete and utter shocker. You know what I mean? It's in vibrations.
When you consider the first fight, Amnat won that. I mean, in spite of the fact that he won that using a lot of dirty tactics, he did win it clearly. He did. That was not as close as the McWilliams Arroyo fight, for instance.
Is that him coming to the ring right now, isn't it? He's coming to the ring. That was when he came to the ring.
Oh yeah, it's looking like the video is replaying here.
Yeah, it looks like it's replaying, man. I'll tell you, man. And then Ruenroeng. Whoa, with boxing, you never know, man. You never know, man. In the big event, the biggest stage of them all, I give you Amnat Ruenroeng no credit because he's one of them guys, he's a warrior. He goes to other people's backyards and fights other people in backyard. He's not scared to come out of Thailand, you get me? You know what I'm saying? Like some people, they just fight in their backyard. This kid wasn't even cared. But listen, the champion now, Casimero, like, boy, he's going to go on to bigger, better things. Hopefully, we're going to see maybe a Chocolatito fight someday with somebody down the line. If Chocolatito, like you said, you were talking about Chocolatito moves going to moving up, right?
Yeah, it's most likely he's going to move up. I think Casimero's best shot in the United States is probably going to come either against Estrada or against Zhou Shiming.
I think
those are the 2 money fights for him.
Yeah, they'll probably get a Zhou Shiming probably in because this fight was in Beijing, China. I'm sure he was around watching, and I'm sure maybe that can do that fight. And like I said, the Estrada fight, and we'll see next. What's next for Amnat Ruenroeng? A rematch maybe? Where's he go?
Well, I'm not sure if Amnat's going to be able to get a rematch immediately, and the weight seemed to be an issue here, so it's entirely possible we may see him at super flyweight or bantamweight next. I'm not sure entirely if he's going to be able to make flyweight from here on out.
Okay, then.
So we may see him mixing it up with the likes of Naoya Inoue or Kohei Kono, or even at 118 against the likes of Jamie McDonnell Lee Haskins, and his countrymen Punglang Sorsingyu and Shinsuke Yamanaka.
Oh yeah, because obviously both of them came in overweight. Yeah, they came in overweight, man. They did indeed. All right, man. Fight fans, hope you enjoyed me and Naoto's commentary on this. Yeah, this is gonna be on Daily Motion. I might upload it up to you on YouTube. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next one. Peace.
Peace.